In the heart of a vast and enchanted forest stood a modest house belonging to a trader named Harren. A man of integrity and adventure, Harren was preparing for a long trading journey to neighboring lands, where he would sell his goods. Since the untimely passing of his beloved wife, his sole companion in life was his daughter, Dalia, a spirited young girl with a heart full of stories, and her clever cat, Marco, who was as loyal as he was mischievous. Before leaving, Harren ensured Dalia and Marco had everything they needed: ample food, water, and matches to light fires for cooking and warmth during the winter months. Harren instructed them firmly, "Do not leave the house while I am away. Stay safe and wait for my return." With that, he bid them farewell and embarked on his journey. Dalia and Marco shared a bond of friendship that was evident in their everyday lives. One chilly evening, as the fireplace crackled warmly, Dalia prepared a batch of crunchy chickpeas for their supper. They sat together, enjoying the meal while Dalia entertained Marco with tales of bravery and magic. Amid their laughter, a single chickpea slipped from Marco's paw and rolled onto the floor. They searched for it but couldn't find it, and soon decided to retire for the night. The following morning, as sunlight streamed through the windows, Marco awoke to find Dalia busy cleaning the house. Noticing her chewing on something, the cat's curiosity was piqued. "What are you eating?" Marco asked, narrowing his eyes. "Oh, I found the missing chickpea under the carpet while cleaning," Dalia replied casually. Marco's pride was wounded, and his indignation boiled over. In an impulsive act of rebellion, he seized all the boxes of matches and threw them into the well, rendering them useless. Without matches, they could neither cook food nor heat their home as the winter chill grew harsher. Days passed in hunger and cold, and their spirits began to wane. Finally, Dalia urged Marco, "You must venture out and find someone who can help us." Reluctantly, Marco set off into the forest. After wandering for hours, he noticed a plume of smoke rising from the base of a towering mountain. Following the trail, he discovered a cave from which the smoke emanated. Inside, a wolf was tending a roaring fire, cooking his meal on glowing charcoal. Summoning his courage, Marco approached the wolf and requested matches. The wolf, cunning and sly, agreed, but with a hidden agenda. "Who are these matches for?" he asked, his eyes gleaming with malice. "For Dalia," Marco answered honestly. "Ah, so she lives nearby," the wolf mused. He handed Marco a metal dish holding a single burning charcoal and a small container of blue ink with a hole at its base. Unbeknownst to Marco, the ink would drip along the path, creating a trail for the wolf to follow. Marco quickly realized the wolf's trickery and tried to cover the ink drops with soil as he walked. However, a mischievous raven followed him, uncovering the concealed trail and ensuring the path remained visible. Despite his efforts, Marco returned home with the burning charcoal, and Dalia joyfully used it to prepare their first warm meal in days. Their relief was short-lived. Soon, the wolf appeared at their doorstep, having followed the trail. Overcome with fear, Dalia and Marco fled through the back door and dashed into the forest, with the wolf close on their heels. As they ran, they stumbled upon a small cabin nestled beneath a massive tree. The door creaked open, and they hurried inside, bolting it behind them. The cabin was dark and eerie, but it seemed safe, until an old woman emerged from the shadows. Her hooked nose and piercing eyes betrayed her malevolent nature. Speaking in a soothing voice, she invited Dalia to rest and offered her a bed. Exhausted, Dalia accepted, unaware of the danger. Marco, ever watchful, hid beneath the bed. As soon as Dalia fell asleep, the old woman revealed her true identity as the Wicked Witch of the forest. She encased the bed in a massive cage and locked it with a key, cackling as she planned her next move. But Marco was quick-witted. Under cover of darkness, He slipped out from under the bed, stole the key, and freed Dalia. Together, they escaped the cabin and vanished into the night. When the witch discovered their escape, her fury knew no bounds. Mounting her enchanted broom, she soared above the forest, searching for them. Spotting the pair, Marco acted swiftly, hiding Dalia in the pouch of a friendly kangaroo. When the witch demanded their whereabouts, Marco feigned innocence and led her toward the wolf's cave. "She's inside," Marco lied convincingly. As the witch descended into the cave, Marco rallied the forest animals. Together, they pushed boulders to seal the entrance, trapping the witch and the wolf inside. Days of effort turned the abyss into a towering mountain of stone, ensuring the forest would never again be plagued by their evil. The animals and villagers celebrated Dalia and Marco as heroes who had liberated them from tyranny. When Dalia and Marco returned home, their bond was stronger than ever. Marco apologized sincerely for his earlier mischief, and Dalia forgave him with a warm embrace. Days later, Haran returned from his journey, laden with goods and gifts. Reunited, the little family lived happily ever after, their lives filled with warmth, love, and the tales of their remarkable adventure.